3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run with some big yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Ruggs going to get a chance to run, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
3rd down.
With a play fake to Jacobs. And that will be incomplete.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
The Raider ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Carr's pass complete.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bengals 7, Raiders 0.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case...
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Carr now on 1st down. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Number 33.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Wilson.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, now Carr. Now he's forced out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Darren Waller. Touchdown.
Darren Waller. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Raiders 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The quick throw by Burrow is complete, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
32-yard line.
Now a play fake. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st down, Raiders.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
And a Las Vegas 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, it's Bowden. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Second down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. The final shot here before half for Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders are back within a score. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gano the extra point. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Taken down.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's good.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a carry for Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A gain of 7.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Caught by number 10.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They're passing here. Joe Burrow on the screen. Bernard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Back to Mixon on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they finally put it into the
this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Damon Arnett on the coverage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Bernard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The whole group of Raiders there that time helped bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. And Tate's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell, his 2nd sack of the night.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's David Arnett picking it off. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 45.
Burrow going to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas.
To number 11.
Henry Ruggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From midfield now, Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 45, Bengals 35.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0.
Tonight's final score, Raiders.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I